Hey everybody, welcome to Walmart, and today we're going to do a new segment I like to call it's basically when I talk about my opinions. I was going to call it opinions, but I thought Triggered might be a little bit more funnier, and my roommate liked it, so we're just going to go with that. It's going to be called Triggered. So yesterday I watched the movie The Killing Joke, and I liked it, but then I didn't like it, so we're going to be talking about that today in my cute little Harley hat, looking all cute and freaking adorable. I looked through the graphic novel to see if it was missing any bits, and as far as I can tell, it wasn't, except for the ending. And oh yeah, spoiler alert, I'm going to be talking about it, so if you haven't seen it, then you might not want to watch this. Just saying, not like you're watching anyways, I'll probably only get 5 views on this, so. So, the 5 of you watching, if you haven't seen it yet, go watch it, okay? Sorry if my chair's a little squeaky. I'm fat and I'm on a little chair, so fucking deal with it. It wasn't missing in parts, but the ending, I believe, was in a different setting. They were like inside. And then I was like, wait a second, because they were outside. Because I remember when Batman took him away, there was puddles on the ground. So I think that was like the only difference when it came to the scenes that was inside the movie that were specifically from the graphic novel. I don't think they really left many things out, which I'm glad that they didn't. Because I was gonna get mad if they put Batgirl stuff in there and took some of this out, because the whole purpose of them putting that stuff in there is to expand it. There would be no purpose of doing that if they left some of this out, but they didn't. So I can tell, and I like the fact that they didn't. One thing I didn't like about it, though, was the first 30 minutes of the fucking thing. No Joker at all. It was like all Batgirl for 30 fucking minutes. Really? Really? It made me mad. I was like, where is he? Where'd he go? Where'd he at though? Killing Joke, more like killing me with boredom joke.
Oh. Okay, that was stupid.
I'm sorry. It really did feel like I was watching the graphic novel though, especially when they put it to that like sepia tone whenever it was back to Joker's origin, well, his origin of what he thought was his origin and everything, how it did the different tones and how Mark Hamill did his voice differently and stuff. And Mark Hamill, I don't even have to do a review on him. Of course, we know that was spectacular. As far as the Batgirl story felt to me, and I'm not going to really elaborate that much on the actual story, but to me it just felt like a schoolgirl crush sort of story. I don't feel like it carried the same weight as the Killing Joke storyline. I can see what they were trying to do, sort of building a relation between her and Batman, so when it came to her being paralyzed, there was a little bit more weight on it, but to me, I didn't feel that weight though. I felt like it was disconnected from the story and they didn't tie it in as well as it should have. For instance, if they were going to do that, they should have expanded the hospital part a little bit more and added a little bit more towards their relations because of the fact that they slept together. I feel like it should have added a little bit more weight, like, I'm paralyzed now, how are we going to deal with this, and the fact that me and you may not have a relationship going. Like, where do we stand from here? Stand, because she can't. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I'm so sorry. Where do we stand? I'm dead. One thing that kind of disturbed me a little bit, and it may not have disturbed other people, but with the Joker, they did this sort of scene with Batman talking to hookers, and that it noted that when the Joker comes out of prison, he often has sex with hookers. And I'm like, okay, I I can see that. Like, I'm not gonna say I don't see that. He's done horrendous things, but it's like I pref- I've never seen it particularly in a graphic novel. Of it, like I can see it, but it was just, to me it was a little bit off left field and just like kind of, I was like, didn't resonate completely with me. I'm like, that's a weird factual thing to put in there. Like, Joker fucks hookers. Move on with your day. Act like it never happened. Joker fucks hookers. When it came to the fight scene between Batman and the circus freaks, that kind of was weird to me was when he was fighting them, and one of them, I think, like, he stabbed them and that made them pass out, and then he hit some sort of goo at one of them. I don't remember what the goo was.
I didn't really like. I don't remember what the good was.
But he hit him with the goo, and like that made him pass out, and like I felt like they passed out for really weird reasons. Like I'm like that wouldn't have been a reason for someone to pass out. Like what? Like I just feel like the fight scenes, him taking each of them down, didn't really like fit why they would pass out randomly. I'm pretty sure if I threw goo at somebody, it wouldn't instantly make them pass out. So, one thing I loved about the ending though was when it actually showed her as Oracle. And I thought it was really awesome because obviously they couldn't do that in the graphic novel because they didn't know that was going to happen afterwards. I loved how they did that because I was like, okay, where's she going now? She opened the door and then you see all the monitors, and I'm like, oh, she's Oracle! It's awesome! I thought that was really cool because one of my favorite things about Batgirl, and this may surprise people, but my favorite character in Batman is not Harley Quinn. It actually is Batgirl. My favorite female character is actually Batgirl. I don't know why. I guess it's because I don't really show it that much. Like, I wear more Harley Quinn stuff, and I have a lot more. You can't see it. I have a lot more Harley Quinn stuff than I do Batgirl stuff. But Batgirl has always been my favorite female character because I don't know, I started reading comic books with her in it before I started reading comic books with Harley in it. And I've always really liked Batgirl. She's always been my favorite character. My favorite thing about Batgirls when she wasn't Batgirl was when she was Oracle. So to see her as Oracle at the end, I was like so fucking excited. I was like, yes! Overall, I believe the parts that were from the graphic novel were so on point. It was like I was reading the actual graphic novel. This puppy right here, it was like moving. It was awesome. But the parts with Batgirl just fell flat to me. Just completely flat. And I wish that it didn't because I really wanted to love it. And I like it. But I don't love it. And that makes me sad. But when it comes out on DVD, all that, I will buy it. And I'm pretty sure I will watch it for the nostalgic purpose of loving The Killing Joke, it being my favorite graphic novel ever. I will eventually love it. But I just don't feel like the Batgirl parts live up to the Killing Joke parts. That's it. I mean, that's just me. That's just a person that's read the graphic novel a million times. I mean, you may have a different opinion. I'd love to know your opinion. So if you have an opinion on it, you can comment it below and I'll have a conversation with you about it if you want me to. Because I'm perfectly fine with that. I love talking about Batman, okay? Don't get me wrong. Obviously, I love talking about Batman. I love it. Anyways, I'll talk to y'all later. Thank you for shopping at Walmart. This has been the episode of Triggered. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.